It's at the volume I normally set it at. Okay. Well, hopefully you can keep it together. Alright. What are we doing here? What are we doing? What happened after an Atlas meeting? I guess we're going to Atlas now. Alright, see you in a bit, Ragnarok. Have fun doing whatever you're doing. Hopefully not murder or anything. Do do do. Into the woods we go. Man, it is a trek to get to this cult. You would think it would be a little more centrally located for recruitment purposes, but alas. Do do do. A surprise skydiving class actually sounds horrific. I don't know, maybe I would skydive. I would skydive if, like, Dan was like, hey, I'm skydiving, do you want to do it with me? You know, like, I wouldn't seek it out. Or, like, let's say I was on The Bachelor and the group and the date was for me to skydive. I would do it in that circumstance because it would make me artificially bond with the lead. And you got to take one for the team. Also, thank you for the resub, Kepler. Good to see you.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Emma's guilt. Oh, we haven't asked about the guitars, God forbid.
I didn't realize you were a musician.
Oh, well, I'm not really a musician. I mean, I dabble a little bit. To be quite honest with you, I'm far more interested in collecting guitars.
You're not in a band?
Well, I did audition. I did audition a few years ago. When I say a few years ago...
I should go to The Bachelor and lie about being engaged. Golden strategy.
What band was that?
Oh, I can't remember. Something Stone. Aren't they all called something Stone? Hammerstone. That's it.
Hammerstone?
You still collect?
I haven't bought a guitar for over a year. I feel I've moved on.
I tried playing a Nancy game on an emulator, and I don't know how you do it because I got lost so quick. Oh my gosh, which one? Especially the old ones, yeah. They're kind of hard to navigate. Oh, thank you, little Harry Pop. Good to see you. I appreciate that. That's high honor.
Probably be back later.
Yeah, I feel like this is a little loud. Not the same setting I've had it at this whole time, but it's going crazy this week. Oh, the Haunted Mansion. I mean, yeah. That one... I mean, we got through that in like an hour, but that was not based on my skill. That was based on me having like played it before. Because there's no to-do list in the early games, which sucks because you just have to like call Bess and George, and sometimes they'll be like, I don't know, skill issue. Sometimes they're not helpful at all. If Ashley pulled a jet, I would go up a tier on Patreon. That feels worth it to me then. I'm nothing if not a sellout. We try a different DVD? Are they all the same DVD? I think we already looked at this, perhaps. Yeah, we definitely did. Watch it be a slightly different video that I actually needed to watch. I don't think that's the case, though. What happened after the Atlas meeting? Fuck if I know. Fuck if I know. Also, it still says I haven't asked Paul everything. How many gifted subs to do next Nancy Drew game on Senior Detective? Oh, no. The answer is no. I can barely get my life together on Junior Detective with a task list and Hotchkiss guiding me through the whole experience.
We dip into it occasionally, but it's not a major feature of the course. I would say
yeah,
that
10 million.
A minority of the students know how to use it, but the majority wouldn't know and have a clue.
It's not a requirement of the course.
No, not at all. We don't ask people to do things that they're not comfortable with. There's no bribery, no coercion. We're thinking
no
about
slavery.
Or to hypnosis out, actually.
What's the reason for that?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, Inspector, it doesn't actually work very well.
The thing is, I would consider playing a game on Senior Detective if I still had the task list. That's like the real holdup for me. Like if it was a game I played before, I could try the harder puzzles. I would probably struggle. But I would miss the task list. And yeah, you can make your own. That's not the same. You know it's not the same. You need Nancy to go check. Check.
That's all for the moment.
Oh, do the later games. But then they're also the later games. So they're stinky. Like, I'm not going to play Silent Spy again. Anytime soon, if I can help it. Silent Spy broke me. Alright, still says we have things to ask Ryan about, but I'm going to ignore that. Do 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 do. If you played Silent Spy on Senior, I would simply unsub, and I would respect that decision. I would. I remember liking that game watching other people play it. Because I remember thinking the story was good, but then when we played it, the story was not that good. It was not that good. And yet here we are. The zipline was fun. We do love a zipline. I keep going back and forth, don't I? Is Nancy's mom a spy? That was Nancy for the 7 hours we were playing that game.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
Do you think Emma's criticism of Liam on that last night led to his suicide?
A bold question.
Doubt it helped.
Did you encourage Emma to criticize him?
I didn't encourage Emma to do anything. I merely told her what we tell every student to do, to express themselves as they want to.
Nancy's mom
It
has
would
got
be
it going
to
on.
criticize them after that, wouldn't it? However, I didn't expect her to criticize his birthmark. That's what it was.
He's like, I might be a cult leader, but even I think that was too far.
So you didn't know her well?
No, not at all.
Do. Anything else we've been asked about? Oh, we haven't asked about this.
Could you tell me a bit about this?
Maybe we did last time,
An agency
and it didn't save.
When was that?
last year.
Is that when you started the business?
Yes, I suppose so.
I feel like we had this conversation before. Perhaps. Okay, I think we've asked everything. Call the chief. It's getting, the clues are getting real irritated with me. They're like, you haven't asked about the doll burning ceremony. Come on. Get it together. I know, filming this must have been really tedious, but I think it was worth it. But also I feel like just writing a game where you have like branching storylines in any circumstance must be so tedious and long.
It turns out Emma was with Liam on the night he died, and she thinks she caused him to commit suicide.
Whoops.
She made fun of him, mocked him as part of the course.
Nice of her. Why did she do that?
Requirement of the course, apparently. To say something offensive. It's meant to encourage free thinking.
Interesting opinion. And I suppose the rat.
Yeah, everyone knows slurs encourage free thinking.
Or something like that, do they?
Well, Paul wasn't too bothered. He claims he didn't know Emma, so couldn't have predicted what she was going to do.
That doesn't wash. What does Emma say about him?
She does not like him. Really doesn't like him.
So she must have known him well enough. How well did he know her?
He claims not very well.
Well, make sure he's telling the truth. Oh, I've got a cup of coffee to make.
Coffee. Yeah, okay, thanks, Chief.
Yeah, alright. Later, loser. Oh no. Speaking of slurs, I'm boycotting the NBA right now. What did they do, Hudsonizer? Who are we fighting? That's not... that's an ominous sentence. can Jenks be a part of the next Bachelor video? I can't afford him. I can't afford him. I wish. I wish he could also officiate my wedding if John Paul Jones and Peter don't answer the call. I would also accept Jenks, I think, at this point. There was this player on the Nuggets named Michael Porter Jr. who said the T slur and has received no punishment. Oh, that's frustrating. I stumbled on my words. That's frustrating. That's really annoying. I mean, I feel like annoying is diminishing it, but... Yeah, also on the Nuggets, like, pick a struggle. Pick a struggle.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Acting like that, playing for the Nuggets.
So tell me more about this doll burning.
It's a symbolic ceremony we perform every few weeks on the course.
What's it about?
It's about burning your old personality and finding a new one. A better one.
Oh, I need to do that.
Dolls are...
You. They represent you from the past. Each doll has a picture of the student as a child or a teenager. And they burn the doll and symbolically destroy their old personality. It's quite simple but effective, I find.
And why did that girl shout?
Because it's an emotional thing. She's quite clearly become very attached to her doll. They do spend the first month with them. We tell them to take the doll everywhere with them before they actually go through the doll burning.
And
you know, therapy's free in the UK, I believe.
Destroying your past.
Of course it's a good thing, Inspector. We're all
Inspector.
shackled to our past, particularly you by the sound of it. Perhaps we should make a doll of you, Inspector, and burn that. What do you think?
No, thank you.
You're probably right. I'm not sure it would do any good anyway.
Ominous drink. And people are giving him sympathy because one of his brothers was suspended from basketball for life for gambling, and the other brother was sentenced in his DUI case. And all NBA or baseball teams have some Ohio skibbity baby front kind of nickname. Baby Gronk. My voice cracked. Baby Gronk. Sorry, Baby Gronk. You're not wrong.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
It's free, but you get therapy from a British person. Hayden, I hadn't thought about it like that. What happened after an Atlas meeting? I keep saying that. Is there something I should be looking at? Can I magnify glass this? What could it be referring to? Your Honor, it's okay for him to say slurs. It's perfectly fine. His brothers also suck. Have you considered? Not a tiny flashlight.
That'll come in handy. Don't know why I never...
For murder. Oh, that shot. Alright, we have a torch. As the British would say. Where might the torch be useful? Good question. The garage with the pub, maybe? I bet we are going to be threatened with a gun, but I'm hoping that we're going to be poisoned through a drink. The night is young, anything could happen. Of course he stole the torch, he's a cop. That's what cops do at the end of the day. On we go. On we go. And I think, at the end of the day, it all comes back to Simon's homebrew. Because what the fuck is he putting in that homebrew? Yeah, not a lot of guns in England. They just have tote bags. The dweebs. Those dweebs. Oh, I guess we can't go back there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, indica. They just have salvia. Magic mint. Oh, you know Simon is making bank on TikTok Shop. on TikTok Shop selling his homebrew illegally. That's his side hustle. And no, he's not paying taxes on it. No, he absolutely is not. Alright, let's go. Let's go. It's dark in here. Maybe we need to see things. I mean, I feel like we can see plenty already, but okay. Sure. Car. Ooh, the tomato soup I made is on the simmer. It's not great, but it's soup, so it's still good. Trader Joe's umami seasoning mix really helped. Ooh, yum.
Oh, and there's the mask symbol again. Looks like someone's been trying to make a point.
It's been really hot here these past couple of days. And I was kind of bummed because I was like, I feel like I didn't make enough soup while I had the time. Because soup is just so nice when it's a good 50 degrees or lower outside. I had all this time. Wasted. Wasted. Assuming we're just asking everyone about these pictures.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
What do you think about this?
Have you ever...
Oh, I didn't even look at the pictures.
These?
It's Ryan's car. It got vandalised last year.
Devil worshippers. Classic.
His camera had been stolen, so I took pictures. God, whoever did it made a mess, didn't they?
But nobody was prosecuted for it.
Not that I remember. The insurance paid out, though.
Sounds like someone just doesn't appreciate good art.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Okay. Let's talk to Paul. You're smelling a lie, Confused Bean? I'll address that later.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
I want to ask Paul some stuff.
Do you know what these are?
Yes, that's Ryan's car. Another toy he managed to ruin. It was vandalized.
Imagine being named Paul instead of John Paul Jones.
I don't believe anybody was ever prosecuted for it.
Oh my god, unsolved murder of a car. What do we have here? Okay. I'm just looking through all this stuff here. Because it's been a minute. The driver's license really hasn't come up at all. Homebrew. Insists he didn't buy it for Kate. Bought him freedom necklace for a student. Oh, so he bought it for Emma. Oh, so he's having oh, so he's having an affair with Emma too.
You say you didn't know Emma, yet you bought her a freedom necklace.
I don't remember saying anything about buying Emma a necklace.
So you didn't buy her one? So
oh my gosh, not Lizzie. 45 streams.
So that means you must have
I appreciate it.
Quite well too.
Stop making such a big thing about this, Inspector. Look, I've been around a few years. The clock is ticking. And I admit I have an embarrassing weakness for attractive women.
This should be my excuse anytime I do something wrong.
But that's all it was.
So you're saying you tried it on with her?
No, I didn't try it on. I bought her a necklace.
He succeeded.
I'm not aware that there's a law against buying presents unless, of course, the Third Reich
Not the
has
Third
been
Reich.
elected while I was at a bridge party. Emma was
God.
able to make decisions for herself. And as a matter of fact, she decided that she didn't want to be bothered with an old fool like me, so...
Yeah, so she went for your son instead. Nice.
Like father, like son. No surprises there. I wonder how many students Paul has tried it on with.
You know,
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Emma's really going through it, I think. I don't know if Emma's the killer because I feel like she has so much mess going on. But she needs to just like sit down, perhaps read a book. Is this adult Nancy Drew? Kinda. Adult and British. Any mystery is basically just Nancy Drew. Oh, we could talk to James. We haven't talked to James. Adult, British, live action. Coming to a theater near you.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Sorry for spoilers, but it was me. Kepler! Come on, man. It's bad. We forgive you.
About these? Nope.
James is always giving us, isn't he? Always giving us the information. Well, good talk, I guess.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
People think I'm transitioning to becoming a woman, but no, I'm transitioning to become Nancy Drew. And that's so valid. We should do a murder mystery dinner. I have an American Girl doll mystery. It's not a murder mystery because it's American Girl doll. I have a mystery kit, and I wanted to do it for my birthday at one point, but then that required organizing on my part, and so it didn't happen. So I just have it. Murder mystery wedding, also a great premise. You know, like a stranger objects, light flashes, they're dead. We now have to spend the rest of the event solving their murder. Turns out it was me. Who knows most about... Well, James didn't say shit. I asked James. He didn't say shit. I'm assuming they mean James. Well.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Useless. Not John Paul Jones is the victim. Woo, 5 months to celebrate. I dropped out of my last class of the semester because the professor was a demon. Oh my gosh, not Lizzie. I'm so sorry. I hope that's at least a relief. Yeah, we support you.
A few more questions, please.
Oh my god, it's 9. If a cop was asking me questions still at 9 p.m. when I showed up at like 5, I'd be a murderer.
Do you know anything about these?
Yeah, don't be shy. Not Lizzie. Drop their rate my professor.
Sorry.
Drop their rate my professor.
Be back later on if that's okay.
What about Simon? Simon have any opinions on this?
Have you seen these before?
No. Don't know the car.
Simon's chillin'. Maybe it is Simon because Simon's just chillin' with their homebrew. It's probably Simon, isn't it? Because Simon feels the least involved, so therefore he must be the most involved. Bluestar, don't say we will dox your professor. Joking! We're joking. We are joking. Doop, doop, doop. What do you think the secret of his homebrew is? I'll never tell. I'll never tell. Probably the pink sauce from TikTok.
ask you a couple more things, please?
Probably the pink sauce.
Do you know what these
Adds to the flavor.
Oh, yes, that's my old car. It was vandalized. I took those for the insurance company. Where did you find those?
At the pub. You know who did this?
Yes. A girl called Lisa Blint. She was
Ooh, what a name.
very strange girl.
And why did she write the words devil worshippers all over your car?
Well,
Oh, yeah, what's that about?
she was a very strange girl. She had a lot of psychological problems.
Seems to happen a lot.
I'm not entirely sure, Inspector. I mean, she took a dislike to the course for some particular reason. I couldn't quite put my finger on it.
It was the slaves.
And, she asked for a refund. I declined. And she decided to spray her disapproval all over my car.
Odd thing to spray, isn't it, though? Devil worshippers?
Well, she was a very odd girl, Inspector. Maybe she thought it was a way of getting back at us. I have no idea.
My ex is crazy.
Well, yes, she did.
What did you do?
I was about to unleash Rebecca on her. She can be quite fierce sometimes, you know. And I mean, the girl wasn't vindictive. She had psychological problems. She lives in the village, actually. The rundown house.
New character alert. New character alert.
Right, thank you.
We have a new character. Is it Cupid Izzo? Hi, I love your YouTube videos. Just followed from there. Oh my gosh, welcome. Yeah, it was probably the devil worshipping. That probably... People don't like that.
Thank you.
I guess she's just crazy. Just like everyone else in this town, except for me, I guess. That makes sense. Well, let's go check her out. Witch! Let's go get that witch! Do do do. I can figure it out. How many times have I gone through this woods? I can figure it out. I got it. Hi, Zazabel. Witch! She's a witch! Do do do. Oh my gosh. If y'all don't already listen to Girl Historians, they've been covering the Salem witch trials on their second season. It's been getting me together. It's a delight I look forward to every week. Do, do, do. Oh wait, I don't want to talk to James. No, I don't want to talk to James.
Don't mind.
I don't want to talk to James.
Probably be back later.
I just watched the Wicked episode. Oh my gosh, I listened to it on my run on Monday. And they split it up into 2 parts because they're true fans.
Could that be where Lisa lives?
Lisa.
Rundown house at the end of the lane.
Lisa.
Ryan said, wasn't it?
I'm really excited for this new person. What was the podcast called? It's called Girl Historians. They're 2 comedians. One of them is UnCarly, you might know from YouTube, and Blair Macmillan. And their first season was about Titanic. Their second season was about the Salem witch trials.
I could ask you a few questions.
And they're delightful.
What sort of incident?
I'd rather come in and discuss it if that's all right with you. I promise I won't take long.
I know. I'm a wicked 2 parts defender, like capitalism won this round. I have my doubts, Blue Star, but I'm willing to be proven wrong.
I might not be here. What did you want to ask?
I just wanted to ask you, did you know Kate Vine?
No.
Right. Well, I heard that you're familiar with Atlas, the life skills training company.
What do you want to know about Atlas?
Well, I heard you reacted badly to it.
Of course I reacted badly. So would anyone.
Ooh, do tell.
Because they're devil worshippers.
Oh, and there it is.
Worshippers.
And there it is.
They're making demons appear.
And slaves. Pick a struggle.
Tricking everybody. They're getting people to join up. Then they're putting demons inside them.
Right, right.
You can see them.
Colleges are doing that too, actually.
Demons.
Oh, Amatrist, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it.
In the mirrors.
At Atlas.
Any mirror. You can't get rid of them.
Men would rather make demons appear than get a hobby. Retweet.
How did you get rid of them?
I didn't
In fact, they're right behind you. Ooh.
I just don't look. I put all the lights on. I make sure it's all bright. I put them on.
Oh my gosh.
I need to look in the mirror.
Wait.
If I make sure everything is bright.
Emma got spooked when she was looking at the scrying mirror. Do you remember that?
Seeing the other person.
Emma saw a ghost in the mirror before.
She's like me, but older. It's like her eyes sink in. She's all wrinkled.
Horrifying.
The wrinkled mouth.
An elderly woman.
And then
Dermatologists hate her.
I'm her. I'm not me anymore. I'm her.
Okay, so you have the aging filter on TikTok. I see.
I'm sorry, I have to go now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I love this. I mean, hate that for her, but love the mess.
A very fragile and disturbed person, and utterly convinced that Atlas are worshipping the devil. How are Ryan and Paul going to get out of this one?
All right. I would love to hear James's take on this situation. I'm sure he has a very reasonable explanation for all of this. That was spooky. Is this game going to turn spooky at the end?
If you don't mind. Do you know anyone who is interested in or involved with devil worship?
Have you met Lisa?
Which Lisa are you talking about?
Mad Lisa. Lives on her own, doesn't like mirrors.
Oh, yeah, she's crazy, but you're not?
You think she's mad?
You can't look
the
at
audacity.
The mirror without seeing ghosts. You've got problems, don't you think?
How do you know her?
She came to the farm.
This man has no room to judge.
And what did she tell you?
Nothing much. Except she thought the devil was after her.
Did you tell her?
Told her the devil needs a good reason to be after you. But she was just like most people, really, blind to herself. Except she's more extreme. That's all madness is. Being blind to yourself.
Okay. Lisa visited the farm. Let me look through his stuff. It's been a while. Didn't know the devil was after her. Do. Okay. I guess there's nothing.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
If there's no hot demon, then this game is just like 1984. You read my mind, Blue Star. But the night is young. Yeah, you have to love... I expect better because he's also an outcast with unconventional ideas. You have to love when a conspiracy theorist, like, draws the line in the most arbitrary place. Like, they believe in flat Earth, but they just don't see the evidence for Bigfoot. It's like, you know, why stop there? Why not go all in?
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
So about the whole devil worshipping.
Ever come across anyone interested in or involved with the occult?
As in black magic? No, why?
Atlas don't use occult techniques or anything like that?
Atlas? Not unless Ryan's got a secret he's not telling me about.
Well, he has several.
Why, who's been talking?
Just a line of inquiry. Okay, thanks.
I feel like Rebecca is minding her own business and we are just derailing her life. Derailing it. All right. Let's ask Emma and Simon their thoughts on this situation. Knowing Emma, it's just going to be lies. But I might as well ask.
A few more questions, please. Thank you. Have you ever heard about there being devil worship at Atlas?
Devil worship? No. Definitely not. Who said that?
It's just something I heard. Okay, thanks.
Also, I just realized the, like, mix of fabrics that Emma is wearing kind of stresses me out.
Have you ever heard about there being devil worship at Atlas?
The, like, big, chunky crochet over lace.
Definitely not. Who said that?
It's just something I heard.
I'm just imagining wearing that and, like...
Okay, that's it for now.
Sensory-wise, that can't feel good. That can't feel right. Too much texture. Very confusing. So she must be the murderer.
What do you know about devil worship?
Devil worship? Where?
At Atlas.
Devil worship at Atlas? No, there's none of that.
Alright. If you say so. That's what they want you to think. Amateurs, we do have a Discord. You're welcome to join. Thank you, Blue Star. We have fun over there. I mean, what's wrong with a little devil worship, though, at the end of the day? So what if you can't use mirrors? Mirrors only make you sad, anyways.
Has devil worship ever been part of the course, Ryan?
So about the devil worship.
Am I correct in assuming that you have spoken to Lisa Blint?
You would be. She's been telling me all about the Atlas obsession with Satanism, Ryan.
Then if you've met Lisa Blint, then you will have worked out for yourself that she has a very vivid imagination. She also has psychological problems.
These head movements.
Psychological problems, as a matter of fact.
So where did she get the idea that you
From who? BetterHelp?
Devil worshippers?
I really have no idea. The girl is insane. She's frightened of her own shadow, bless her. She actually thinks that demons are possessing her even now. You really can't trust a word she says.
So you are saying there has never been any devil
I don't believe him.
I don't even know what devil worship is, Inspector. It's not something I particularly know anything about. I certainly don't recall anyone ever having worshipped the devil at Atlas.
Oh, yeah?
We even tried to help the poor girl by paying for some treatment, but she didn't want it.
Really?
It's not easy to offer someone help when they think that you're the problem.
Well, that has to be a lie. I'm just gonna look through everything. That feels like a lie. Let me see. Let me see. Hey, you wait right there while I pull up the receipts. You wait right there. Yeah. This man is burning dolls with masks on, and he says he knows nothing about devil worshipping. Black scrying mirrors. Used to read about black magic and satanic... Satanism and devil worshipping are different things, as Hayden pointed out, but
used to read a lot about voodoo
whatever.
And satanic rituals, but you don't know anything about devil worship?
Well, obviously, I just meant we don't worship the devil. We're not devil worshippers here at Atlas, Inspector.
I like satanic rituals, but I draw the line at devil worship.
About it, but admitted you were obsessed with it when you were younger. Are you sure none of that?
Oh my God, drag him.
Course? And that Lisa isn't basing her beliefs on anything within that course?
Lisa isn't basing her beliefs on anything other than her own imagination, Inspector. Look, we do use some techniques that some students find difficult, disturbing. We encourage them to see things differently.
Jenks knows that he's eating him up right now.
Some people simply aren't up to that. Some people, like Lisa, that's why we introduced the aptitude test.
What's the aptitude test?
That sounds racist. That sounds racist, and I don't even know what it is.
We ask students to
I fear for it.
Aptitude test, medical history, psychological issues, that kind of thing. Any medication that they have used in the past, any medication that they currently are using. Here, take a look.
And then they sell that data to Google.
Basically, it's just to try and make sure that we don't get another Lisa.
Has it worked?
Well, touch wood, so far, yes.
Can I keep a copy of this? I wonder how much importance they actually give to this test. And what are they doing that's so disturbing anyway?
You have to take a test to join a cult? I think Atlas just is better help. I love Ryan's energy, but I hate his vibe. I think that's a very apt description of my feelings, too. We haven't seen anyone not white in this town. Cape Teen, you're also right. You're also very right about that. The one flaw in an otherwise impeccable story so far. So far. Alright, well let's give everyone tests, I guess. Emma!
Ask about a few more things, please.
Emma!
Have you seen one of these before?
No, not this one exactly, but we had to fill something similar in on the first night at Atlas. One of those aptitude tests? No, fitness and stuff like that.
Fitness? They had to do the pacer test to get in the cult?
For the moment, thank you.
Can I just say, I slayed the pacer as a kid. I loved the pacer.
Did you do a test?
That was one of the few things I took very seriously in PE.
Yeah. It was all just questions about if I had any illnesses or mental health problems.
Oh, I don't remember my number. I wish I could flex it.
Didn't actually ask for any proof, so I could have lied through your teeth on that one. Don't think they actually checked.
But I would always try and be like the last girl standing.
Be back later on.
I should try it again sometime. The physical fitness test made me cry most years. And for what at the end of the day? And for what? Homeschools had to do it too? Could never escape, could you? The one thing I consistently sucked at on the fitness test was the sit and reach. Where you had to like touch your toes, push the thing. I'm not flexible. Never have been, never will.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Oh, kids would absolutely bully each other over their pacer performance or like anything. Any part of it.
Do you know anything about this?
They made it so easy.
Aptitude test, isn't it, for Atlas? What do you want to know?
Do you know why it was introduced?
I think they had some trouble with some unsuitable students. I suppose you have to be careful who you work with.
Ooh, meme. I was 80% on sit and reach and under 20% on everything else. Does that mean you were 80% is good, right? Or is it the other way around? I never had to do the fitness gram, thank God. The one good thing of the homeschool group I was a part of, I guess. I sucked at pacer, but when the jump rope unit came around, it was over for all those whores. Now that's a flex. Now that's a flex. The flexibility stuff was the only stuff I could do. It was a gym class. You had a gym class every Saturday morning, not Lizzie? What kind of homeschool are we running?
Later.
Low muscle tone makes you more flexible. I mean, I have heard that you either are more prone to building muscle or more prone to being flexible. But then, like, my sister was a gymnast and was just, like, buff and flexible at the same time. So it's just like, well, that's just not fair. That's just not fair. My sister ate everyone up on the fitness test, always. She was always the last one doing push-ups and sit-ups and stuff. Like, they would just stop the test at a certain point because she would still be doing them. Because she, like, also was really small. So, like, doing bodyweight exercises wasn't hard for her. God. My sister was so cool and such a skinny legend.
Can you tell me a bit about this? Please, it's the...
She slayed so hard and then got appendicitis. They had to bring her down.
What does it test, exactly?
It's a test we introduced to make sure that any students didn't have any major personality problems, skeletons in the cupboard, so to speak. We introduced it because we had a little bit of a problem with one of the students.
Lisa.
Lisa.
You are well informed.
And what do you think it was that disturbed her?
I believe that the course proved to be too demanding for her. We discovered that she had one or two psychological problems and she couldn't handle it.
And did you change anything else on the course apart from introducing the test?
Oh my gosh, Hudsonizer, did I miss your...
Age to 21. Well, wasn't much, but it's about the
Sorry, I'm letting this person finish.
We didn't want another Lisa. We didn't want students turning around and suing us, did we?
Oh, bye, Amateurist. Good to see you. Hudsonizer, I totally missed your thing. That you just got dumped. Oh my gosh, are you okay? Are you good? I'm sorry, I was just talking about the fitness test and I totally missed that. I hope you're doing okay. Let me see. Lisa couldn't handle the course techniques. Can you say something about the hypnosis?
Aha. So nobody has ever been affected by auto-hypnosis, except Lisa.
Hypnosis was the problem, Inspector. Lisa was the problem with Lisa. That's why we introduced the test.
But the hypnosis was the trigger, wasn't it?
Lisa arrived on the course believing we were all devil worshippers. She was nuts to start with. We didn't make her like that.
Oh my god, the victim blaming.
You've had one student accuse you of devil worship and 2 others commit suicide.
Drag him.
Some of your students aren't having a very good time on this course, are they?
Nonsense. Kate was enjoying every minute of it. She couldn't get enough of it.
Really?
She was full of the joys of life. Bubbly, confident, flirty.
Okay, ew.
You mean with whom?
With whom?
Pretty much everybody. Including me, as I remember.
Really?
I don't need to know this.
Did you respond?
I don't get into relationships with students, Inspector. Company policy. It's not professional.
Doubt that.
Interesting admission that Kate fought with him. There's no way Paul would have turned down an opportunity like that.
At least I can have a hot girl summer. And you deserve it, Hudsonizer. And you're gonna get that. Well, says, okay. But he tried to date Emma, didn't he? Right? I think he just got rejected. Oh, we didn't ask about this.
Do you know anything about devil worship, Paul?
I beg your pardon?
Devil worship? Satanism?
Am I missing something here?
I heard Atlas had...
Yeah, exactly. He gave a necklace to Emma. Lies.
You were misinformed. We're a training company. We're not devil worshippers. What kind of a question is that?
So you've no interest in the occult?
No, Inspector. I have no interest in the occult any more than I have interest in pole vaulting, cheese making, or snake charming. Anything else you want to know that I'm not interested in?
That's fine, thanks.
Yeah, let's go back to this. Where did he say that he hooked up with someone? No truth in Lisa's accusations. Where did he say that? Avoids relationships with students. There it is.
Aha. So you avoid relationships with students, except for Emma, who you tried to date.
Oh, come on.
I mean, can you blame him?
A long time ago.
And what about Kate Vine? Did you try to date her or not?
Oh, don't be so ridiculous, Inspector. Kate was an exceptionally clever girl. She knew exactly what she wanted, and she knew how to get it.
Okay.
You mean that Kate approached you?
It wouldn't surprise me if she was playing everyone in the group. Kate had more enemies than...
I don't believe this man.
She was a very, very manipulative young woman.
Well, look at the time.
10 o'clock, it's getting late.
Well, look at the time.
Pick up the pace if I'm going to solve this by midnight.
Oh, we have until midnight. All right, well, let's go to the pub, I guess.
Tell him about Simon.
I really don't think it's my place, darling.
Oh my gosh, characters interacting.
I just don't want to tell tales.
Tell him about Simon.
The homebrew.
So it's going to be that kind of evening, is it? Only if you do.
I kind of love her.
Problems? Hello, Inspector.
She pegs him, absolutely.
Later.
The Uggs. She did that in Uggs, too. Well...
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Oh, I guess we
That's it for the time being, thank you.
don't have follow-up questions about that for some reason. Oromorph.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Is that like an opiate or something? That's not a real drug, is it? Shall we try it? Shall we pass it out to people? Animorphs?
Questions, if you don't mind.
It does always come back to pegging. Madison, you're not wrong.
The cupboard downstairs, there's a lot of unopened stuff in it.
Is there?
Prescriptions. Made out to you.
Oh, they're just spare painkillers. The chemist always gives us too many. He's a friend of the family.
Ooh. Love a pharmacist who hooks you up with painkillers. Is it Homodeuce? Is it Homodeuce? Not the Ozempic. Hi, welcome.
Thank you. Probably be back.
Hamadius. Man, being a Twitch streamer always makes me feel like that Key and Peele bit, you know? About the substitute teacher that can't pronounce anybody's name. Oh, we should call the chief. We call the chief. Chief. Aaron. Such a good bit. If one of y'all says some silly ass name, Balake. Hi, Goosey.
Any news, Jenks?
Oh God, the chief.
Discovery at the pub, Chief.
Keep it together.
Takes what I think is a morphine derivative. She had some on prescription in a cupboard at the pub.
What did she say about that?
Well, I couldn't make her out, to be honest, but she didn't admit it.
Goose cam.
And I saw Ryan taking something from the cupboard too.
We'll do a quick one.
What it was, though.
It could have been the same thing. Well, check it out and get back to me, will you?
Certainly will. Speak later.
Okay, bye-bye.
It's 10 p.m. already, but it doesn't seem like we're at the end of the game either. Only 63. Are we gonna be able to do it tonight? I don't know. There's the boy. There's the loaf. Oh. He just made himself comfortable. Could try. Yeah, then it's too dark. I was like, I'll lower the blurriness. Yeah, he's there in theory. I don't think I can get him to move, to be honest. Yeah, go girl, give us nothing. Yeah, he says that he loves all of you. That's what he says, and you can't disprove that because you can't see his mouth moving. He's just a blob over there. You'll never know. You'll never know. Not except the fruity ones. He didn't say that. The boy is innocent. We just leave the camera on him. A black blob. Here, we'll keep... Yeah, he's still in frame. He is still there. Okay. Resume. The fruity ones are also all of you, so... I don't know. Maybe he loves none of you. We'll never know. Yeah, as long as we don't shove our sexuality in his face, that's really what he cares about. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I think we don't have to ask them about the pain prescription, right? Because what do they care about that? I'll ask some stuff on the way back, maybe. Ryan! Who's my favorite cult leader? Who's my favorite?
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Also, why is he dressed like a priest? Are we going to talk about that? We're going to have that conversation?
Do you know what the medicine in the cupboard at the pub is for?
You'd better ask Rebecca about that. I'm not exactly
I
sure.
guess he's not technically dressed like a priest, but he might as well be.
Under lock and key. Do you know, our wedding night was quite a surprise.
Don't say that to me, please. Don't say that to me.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
That made me want to immediately end the conversation. Visit the lodge. The lodge is that other building we haven't been back to, right? Doop doop doop. Through the woods we go. Oh, that's the village hall. That's not the lodge. What's the lodge? Oh, that's the lodge. I should start calling my house a lodge. Ooh, Simon. I'm sad Simon isn't wearing the cunty apron anymore.
Bit careless, Simon. Probably nothing important, but at this stage, I need all the clues I can get.
Ooh. Keychain. So ominous. Welcome back, Ragnarok. Welcome back. Oh, we'll be interrogating them about this.
What do you know about this?
This is Simon's. I bought this for him when we were on holiday. Has he lost it?
He dropped it.
He can't keep anything.
Honestly, same, Simon. Same.
Have you seen this before?
This.
Nope. Sorry, never heard of him.
Oh yeah, you missed a dramatic slap, Ragnarok. Doop doop doop.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
What do you think about this?
Is this yours?
Yeah. That's from my keys. Where did you find that?
Just outside.
Right.
That's weird.
It must have come off when Nathan dropped my keys off. He was borrowing my car.
That's very trusting.
Yeah, I suppose it is. I am a bit too trusting, really. It's a new car as well.
I would say you are a bit too trusting, Simon, considering your girlfriend is having an affair with the cult leader.
I think you dropped this outside.
Yeah, also he has a car? I thought he biked everywhere.
This is just from some IT guy I met. I don't need it.
What about the bike, Simon?
There's some numbers on the back. Do you need these?
I don't know. What is it?
1905?
Oh, yeah, that's just a pin for something. It's okay, I can remember it.
So not an offshore savings account or anything?
No, it's not important.
Oh my god, Simon. Of all people, I didn't think you would lie to me. Alright, let's get his ass. Get his ass! I thought you lived in a walkable city.
Aha.
Boom!
So the bike's the only way you can get to work, yes?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the car?
He just is Doctor Who, secretly.
I don't have my license.
Right.
I got a windfall from an insurance.
I mean, says the
payout.
government.
Just figured I'd buy something sensible with it straight away instead of wasting the money.
What was the insurance payout?
It was for a laptop. It got stolen down at Atlas.
At Atlas?
Well, they didn't break in. I think they just walked in and took it. The laptop was in the storeroom, but I think the lock was broken, to be honest.
Doesn't sound like they're taking their security very seriously.
Actually, it got a lot better after that.
I think I'll check it anyway.
Yeah, why buy a car you can't drive?
To be able to buy a car with the insurance, or a very cheap car, might have to have a talk with Ryan about his security measures. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Man. What do you think was on that laptop? Like furry fan fiction or something fun? Guess we'll find out. Suppose we'll find out. Yeah, one can hope, exactly. It'll be the key to everything. Beep beep.
Questions, please. Thank you.
I think Oh, we can ask about this.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
She also gives us nothing, but I appreciate it more than James, that's for sure. Let me see. Locked bicycle. Goodbyes. Broken pendant. Broken window thing we've resolved. That's been dealt with. Cardboard mask. Poster. Oh, wait. She doesn't take any drugs or medicines, but we have pain medications. Hmm?
Aha.
Hmm?
So, you don't take any medicines except for prescription painkillers.
Yeah, just the fun
Well,
stuff.
Not actually for me, they're Ryan's. For some reason, the chemist always makes them out to my name. He's an old gentleman.
Does Ryan need
Drag him.
prescription painkillers?
Yes, he's got arthritis.
Really? He's young to suffer from that, isn't he?
All right, Jenks, not you being
Badly, but he does need medicine from time to
ableist.
time.
What medicine is it?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. Ryan will know.
So Ryan's the one using the prescriptions. I
Hmm.
think I might have a word with
A likely story, this disability you speak of. Didn't Ryan say that he knows nothing about the medicine? He did, didn't he?
Probably be back later.
My gosh. He's lying. Just like everyone with a disability. I'm joking, I'm joking. I'm joking. I can't even follow through with my jokes. Add it to the list. Alright, you already know. Add it to the list. I make it too easy, don't I? Too easy. Alright, let's ask him what's up.
Ask you a couple more things, please. Tell me about your arthritis.
Oh, you found out about that. Well, yes. I'm old before my time.
Young people can have arthritis. I don't know what they're talking about.
Lucky to have it so young.
Well, I take a lot from life, Inspector. And sometimes life likes to give you a little bit back. I mean, it's not too bad. It's not too debilitating. It's mainly some in my right hand, some in my left hand. It's not particularly a problem.
Doesn't stop him from
small
sassily holding a drink, I guess.
What do you take for it?
I get a prescription painkiller.
How often do you need that?
Not often, as and when, as and when. I keep some here, I keep some at home. It's not a problem.
I think you should be drinking with that, though. Takes prescription painkillers. Is it this? No? Dang, I would have thought that'd be it. Oh well, we have more questions.
Know anything about this?
No, I don't. I'm sorry. We have our own IT chap.
Oh,
Lovely chap, in
fancy.
fact. Fat and sweaty, though.
Okay.
It's like a double act, doesn't it?
Okay. Yeah, not the fat phobia. Why?
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
Were you at Atlas?
Yeah,
when
this man
Silence
sucks, turns out.
Oh, I believe I was, yes. He was taken from the storeroom in the hallway.
Was it ever recovered?
No, we didn't catch anyone. We're quite exposed out here. Somebody could just have wandered along the lane, seen into the storeroom. It's not particularly secure. They could have been in and out within minutes. That's why we advise people to keep their valuables with them. You can't be too careful these days, Inspector.
Terrifying. What Room. Okay. Aptitude test. No, Lisa. Psychological problems. There's something else with medication that I'm forgetting. No. Doesn't keep any medicines on site. Hang on. Boom. Boom.
So, you don't keep any medicines on site at Atlas?
No.
Except your prescription painkillers.
Well,
rules for me, not for thee.
But they are kept on site.
Yes, but they're locked away. They're kept in the storeroom. Nobody would have access to them.
You're sure about that?
Absolutely sure.
I don't believe this man.
What are the painkillers, Ryan?
They're painkillers. Just painkillers. Normal painkillers.
Paracetamol, codeine, morphine.
Well, all right, they're morphine tablets.
Oh, really?
Oh, come on, Inspector.
That's what Kate had in her system.
Kate could have had access to them.
Because they're in the storeroom.
Well, not just that. She wouldn't have even known about them, or where they were.
Sure about that?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
So it is morphine Ryan's
But the storeroom isn't secure. He said that.
to come together. Now I just have to work out how
He said the
Kate
laptop
got hold
gets
of it.
stored there.
If it was Ryan's morphine she got hold of course.
We need this one, maybe? Secure storeroom. Boom! It keeps coming.
So the storeroom isn't particularly secure.
Not morphine from Drag Race, the BBL queen.
I thought you said no one could get access to the morphine, but they could quite easily, couldn't they, Ryan?
I didn't mean that storeroom. I meant a different.
Oh my god, how many storerooms do you have?
Okay. So where was it locked up?
It's upstairs. It's got a combination lock on it.
It's probably the number we know.
Me and Dad.
Simon.
I might have a look at that if you don't mind.
Don't mind at all.
A combination locked room, I see. Well, I might have a look around for that. See how secure and combination locked it really is.
Is the storeroom in the room with us right now? We'll see about this.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Most combination locks are incredibly easy to decode. Oh yeah? Decode my combination to my lock. I don't have a manual lock. Take a guess. Take a gander. Then I can change it if you get it right. Wait, what happened to... Do we do the key? Or the card? There we go, there we go. Boom, we're in. I hate that noise, but we're in.
Welcome to the mirror room. This exercise is all about identifying the difference between the image to the world and one's real self.
Okay, Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Unconscious. As you move through the network of mirrors, practice seeing yourself as a stranger.
Okay, Ripley's Believe It or Not Mirror Maze.
The more aware you will become of your true desires and ambitions.
Love what they've done with the place.
I am free from my image.
I'm free from my image. I am free from my past. I am free from myself. I'm free from my mirror image. I'm free from my past. Mirror mazes are pretty fun. They're pretty trippy. I did one at Ripley's Believe It or Not in the Inner Harbor in Baltimore.
This exercise
and paid too much money for it, but friends were visiting.
You have now completed Module 1. Module 2 covers boundary testing, threshold testing, and extreme testing. Please read the notes carefully before attempting.
This is the pacer test. Now this is the pacer test. Is this all we can do in here? Just leave? After all that? Well, wasn't that fun? Well, wasn't that fun? Alright, there are things we haven't talked to people about. Like, that? Don't. Alright, Ryan, what the fuck was that?
3 more questions, if you don't mind.
What's up with that, buddy?
Can you tell me what you know about the mirror room upstairs?
Oh, you found that then. Well, it's very similar to the costumes, Inspector. It's designed to help the students look at themselves differently.
It sure is fun.
What do you do with the mirrors?
You look at yourself, Inspector. You look at yourself until you start seeing yourself as others do.
Horrifying.
You don't see yourself as you do anymore. It really, the idea is that you can see yourself eventually any way you wish.
So why in a locked room?
To make sure you're not distracted, that's all.
How often is it used?
Not often, a few times a month. Some students find it useful, some don't.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
People, I'm gonna keep saying this, people will do all this instead of just, you know, some CBT. Some CBT. Or some CBD, dare I say. What if Lisa was drugged and locked in the mirror room? Oh my god. I would have some trauma from that. I never need to look in a mirror again, personally. I think some of these men are into CBT, just not the kind they actually need. Oh, does CBT stand for something else? Am I out of the loop? Is it a gay thing?
Ask about a few more things, please.
Is it a gay thing?
Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
The mirror room.
Not
No,
just a gay
I
thing.
heard about it, but I think it was
It's a fetish thing? Okay. I'm picking up the vibe. How can I not know that? Oh, okay, fine. You've piqued my interest. I'll Google it. No. I have to go to... Oh! I'm familiar. I hadn't seen the acronym before. Oh, okay. I'm familiar.
Did you know about Ryan Round's arthritis?
Arthritis? I didn't think Ryan had arthritis.
She was like shocked by that.
Did you know about Simon's laptop being stolen?
Yeah, because it had all my college work on it, which I hadn't backed up or saved. Not that it mattered much, but I did buy a new one. And Simon uses it now, when I let him.
I love that. Love Dommy Mommy not letting Simon have the laptop.
Be back later on, if that's okay. Do you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Yeah.
What's it used for?
Well, it's mainly for the auto-hypnosis module. You go in and you stare into the mirror and you go into a trance.
We have mirrors at home, you know.
Ready, you come back out.
So you just go in whenever you want to?
Oh, no. There's certain times when you're allowed in, and only they know the combinations anyway, so you can't really...
Simon!
But you don't know the combination?
No.
Simon! Simon. Bestie, you gotta do better than that. You gotta... Come on now.
So you didn't know the combination to the locked mirror room?
Nope.
Except...
Except...
You've written it down, hadn't you? This is the combination to the mirror room,
Simon.
That you wrote. It isn't a pin. It's a combination.
Yeah.
You see, this sort of thing makes me suspicious, Simon. What were you
Oh
doing?
my god, why is he reacting like this?
Including me, to find out.
Oh god.
It's
Please, Simon, no.
course, isn't it? I just wanted to go in there when I was ready.
On your own? You didn't give the number to anyone else?
No.
Simon, there was
Simon.
morphine kept in that room that might have played a part.
Why
in
was the
Kate
morphine
Vine's
kept in the
death.
mirror room also, for God's sake?
Kate, have the number.
Yes, okay. We both went in.
Together?
We were trying to outdo each other. We both tried some morphine.
Woo!
Each other.
It's part of the course.
Y'all ever do morphine in the mirror maze?
To see if you could do something you wouldn't normally do.
He's talking about Kate, the woman who died.
A few months ago?
How often did you try it?
And Kate died with morphine in her system.
Today again.
How about Kate?
I don't know. Sorry.
This is bad, Simon.
So that's how Kate got the morphine. What exactly does this testing involve? Could this have been what killed Kate?
Oh my god, haven't searched the woods.
Just an hour left to solve this thing.
My god, I'm scared. The music's getting intense. Let's go out to the woods. I'm assuming some drunk theater kid is gonna yell at us again. I can't wait. I can't wait for someone to pretend to be drunk and yell at us. And nothing happened. The Evermore experience, yes, exactly. What's happening?
Just keep pushing.
Oh, they're doing CBT out here.
Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Push it all the way in, Tom, if you want to.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Excellent.
Oh god.
Excuse me. Would someone care to tell me exactly what's going on here?
Don't come any closer.
That man needs a doctor.
No, he doesn't.
I don't need a doctor. I'm fine. Go away.
People can have hobbies.
What is this?
A test.
Of what?
What does it look like? It's a threshold test. A pain threshold test.
Yeah, he's in pain.
You were supposed to be good at working things out. Inspector Jenks.
Not him negging us right now.
So this would be for Atlas, would it? Kyle?
Kyle?
You disappear now.
It's not a good idea to talk to a police inspector like
I also love how it's clearly daytime, but they just put a blue filter over it.
Won't be bothering.
It's clearly daytime right now. Oh.
Well, well. You really should take more care of your things, Ryan. Is your keys, Kyle?
No.
Oh my god. The tension between these two.
So that's threshold testing, is it? Sticking a skewer through your hand? I could just ask Ryan or Paul
Yeah,
directly
they've
about
got the
this.
Twilight filter on right now.
My time. See what I can do with this key fob first.
Oh, yeah. That car key fob had Ryan written on it. Oh, probably at the garage then. Deal with that later. That's a common practice in film, though, because it's a nightmare to record at night. Fair enough. Fair enough. I just think it's silly. It just makes me chuckle.
Couple more questions, if that's okay?
Oh, we're not going to ask about what we witnessed? We don't have any questions about that? Sure. Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Also things. Oh yeah, we don't have anything to ask Ryan. We came out here for nothing. For nothing. Yeah, that's just the same shot with the blue filter over it, but we love. We love. They filmed enough, though, to be fair. They filmed so many shots of Jinx going, "Have you seen this?" How many takes of just him saying that line? Yeah, okay, we need to talk to Simon. Talk to Simon.
A few more questions, please.
Oh, I forgot we didn't ask about this.
Ryan's arthritis.
Ryan? He's got arthritis?
Apparently.
Oh, I didn't know. I hadn't noticed he had any problems.
A likely story. Okay.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
Hi, Obscurity. Welcome. That's a... Wait. That's the Jinx emote. What? The power you wield, Obscurity. I'm so jealous. That's so good. Why do Simons always look like Simons? Asking the real questions. Does this mean anything to you? I'd know that hand signal anywhere. It's the devil's work. It's the devil's work, for sure.
I'll ask you a couple more things, please. Do you know anything about a locked room at Atlas with mirrors in it?
Not off the top of my head, no. I think that's a question for Ryan.
Good talk.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Do. Alright, well, let's do the key fob thing. Because we know about that. Let's do that. Break it to the car. Break it to the car. Let's take it for a joyride. Whoop, whoop. We're in, fellas. And there's no wheel there because this is the UK and they're all upside down over there. Mm-hmm.
Bing. Well, Ryan, what have you been up to? Be very interesting to see how he explains this one.
Oh my god. Huge, big, suspicious. Was that Paul or Ryan's check? Was that Paul? It was in Ryan's car. Interesting.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Now, why do you think Ryan...
Yeah, is Jenks the lead in other games?
£500.
I've really no idea. Where did you find it?
Just outside.
You better ask him.
You think Ryan was interested romantically in Kate?
I know he has a weakness for blondes, but I didn't think it had gone so far as his offering them cash.
Weakness for blondes, can't relate. Can't relate. Okay.
Can you tell me about the room with
Also,
the
Kate's not blonde, yeah.
The one with the combination lock.
Maybe she was one of those women with brown hair who insists that they're still blonde.
Nobody else is,
because they were blonde as children.
And not in theory.
So how is the room used on the course, then?
It's a meditation room where the students can reflect on themselves, literally.
And what about the CD?
That helps too. It's part of the program.
So you send the students into the room, they put the CD on, they stare into the mirrors. And how long does this last for?
Until the CD finishes or they fall asleep. What else would you like to know?
When did Ryan begin to suffer from arthritis?
Ryan doesn't suffer from arthritis.
Really?
The only thing that Ryan suffers from is a pathetic inability to deal with any kind of discomfort.
Honestly, me.
He pulled his back sometime last year. Since then, he's going around telling everybody he suffers from arthritis.
I thought he had medication for it.
Oh, he only has medication because his GP, who is almost as dysfunctional as he is...
Oh my god. The dragging.
So you don't believe he really has arthritis?
Not at all.
Oh my god. Is this my doctor? I think Paul's like the doctors I've seen over the years. No, don't believe it. Don't believe it. Well, good to know that even old British men get gaslight about their health conditions too. Gaslit. Wonder what James is up to. God, what is James up to? I don't want to know. Is he wearing a JFK shirt? What is he wearing? Oh my god, he's getting a DoorDash. Evil DoorDash. Suspicious.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Toot. Oh, we're not going to ask a question about that?
Seen this before?
Don't think so.
Well, good talk. I'm glad I came all the way over here for that.
Recognize this at all?
Yeah, he fixed my laptop.
Does he live locally?
I think so.
Okay, well. Can always count on him for a good conversation, can't I?
Be back later on, if that's okay.
You're visiting the village this game is set in about a week and a half. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Wait, where generally is it in the UK? Like, is it around any, like, major city I would know? Because I might have to make a trek there if I ever go back to the UK. Drop the location. Where did James... Oh, we should check the back. Yeah, sneak. Bless these hints. I would be lost without them. What we got? Is there going to be a head in one of these boxes? Oh, I can't inspect anything. Oh. Go further up. Oh my god, he's got 2 greenhouses? Okay, Rich. I don't even have one. Oh my god. Shoes.
So James
The fuck?
is interested in poppy pods.
Oh my god, is he making heroin? Is this a Breaking Bad situation? Oh my god. It was a drug deal. Love heroin. Love it. Well, that's some tea. Should we ask him about that? In Cheshire. I pronounced that perfectly.
That's okay.
Yeah, thank you, Blue Star, for making that clear. We at 3 Quirky 5U streams do not endorse heroin.
What can you tell me about several boxes of dried poppy pods in the greenhouse back there?
Oh, about that.
Feel free to take some if you want.
What are they for, James?
Like Cheshire Cat.
Right.
Cheshire Cat.
Decoration.
There's a big market for them among the over 70s.
So what are you doing with them?
Selling them to grannies.
Okay, James, let's just cut to the chase. Are you extracting opium from them?
Me?
I know, Hudsonizer, you've changed.
I've never done anything like that, Inspector.
Sure about that?
Scout's honour.
And who was the guy delivering them?
A friend. Someone gave them to him. He asked me if I wanted them. I said I'd have a look and see if I liked them.
You just thought you'd have a look? No particular reason?
I'm a plant scientist, that's what I do.
Have you ever sold them?
I only got them a few minutes ago.
In the past. You know Kate's body had opium in the blood when it was found?
No, I didn't. Hey, that's nothing to do with me.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, you better fucking hope not. God damn. The tea is piping.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Opium and morphine aren't the same. Yeah, I thought it was morphine found in her system, but maybe I'm misremembering. It's been a while. No, it doesn't really say. Maybe it says here. Yeah, it doesn't really, there's not really a convenient way to look. Simon, Emma, Rebecca, Ryan, Paul. Oh my god. So many people to talk to.
A few more questions, please. Thank you. What do you know about poppy pods?
What do you know about poppers?
Ever come across anyone trying to sell them or anything like that? Maybe even in here?
Not that I remember.
Do.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Man, I hope it's not Rebecca. She slays so hard. But I feel like she would have a really good villain monologue if she was the bad guy.
Ask you a couple more things, please. Strange question. Have you
I didn't ask Rebecca about the check.
Dried poppy pods?
Dang it.
Poppy pods? Don't think so. Isn't that opium?
Kind of. It's okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You probably be back later. Odd question, but have you ever
Yeah,
seen
y'all are my poppy pods.
dried poppy pods?
Hi, Vixavid.
As in, for opium? No. Though James did have opium tea once, I think.
Of course he did.
Where did he get it from?
I don't know. I didn't ask. James does his own thing.
What does opium tea taste like?
I don't know. I didn't try it.
Really?
I didn't want to risk it, did I? I went to hospital once. I had codeine and I went into anaphylactic shock. The doctor said it was an opium derivative, apparently, so...
Okay, so wait, is morphine opium or not? Because he did say that he took morphine. I'm Googling this. Is morphine an opiate? Morphine is an opiate, but it's not an opioid, which I think is different. Okay. We're learning. What do you say about the mirror maze? Boom.
Aha. You and Kate took morphine in the mirror room. That's what you said, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you're allergic to opiates, Simon. Opium. You didn't take the morphine at all, did you?
Well, no, I didn't. Kate did, though.
I thought you were trying to outdo each other. That was the point, wasn't it?
We weren't trying to outdo each other as such.
We were trying to do each other.
Ryan wanted me to test Kate. To see how far she would go to be prime candidate.
What?
What candidate?
Prime candidate. It means the best person in the...
Kate?
Basically.
What do you mean test her?
But you do it in pairs. One person's the tester.
They thought the alcoholic would be the best?
And the other person's the...
victim.
Well, it's not like that. It's completely consensual. It's just boundary testing.
No.
Ryan wanted me to test Kate.
No, we don't do that.
Student.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I just did what I was told, okay?
Except
Yeah,
you decided
right.
to give her morphine to break the law.
Well, I can't change that now.
Simon.
She didn't die of a morphine overdose, did she?
She died because she drowned. But she drowned for reasons that aren't clear. Atlas seemed to have this all neatly worked out. If Simon's telling the truth, Atlas are lighting the fuse and then retiring to a safe distance.
This is a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Themselves and push themselves to their limits while avoiding all comeback. Is this what happened to Kate?
Bum, bum, bum. It goes all the way to the top. All right, Ryan, I have some questions for you. In fact, I have several questions. Several. And we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Don't mind.
All right, we gotta ask about the check. I need to know about the check.
To explain what this is, please, Ryan. £500 intended for Kate. It fell out of your car. At least I assume that's your car on the driveway at Brandon House.
Boom.
So why were you going to give Kate £500, Ryan?
It was just a little incentive, that's all. Just a little incentive.
Very little, Ryan. £500.
She was
What would you do for £500?
We heard that she was leaving. We wanted to give her something.
But you didn't.
Well, obviously not.
Are you sure there wasn't any other reason you might want to give her this? Personal?
You hitting that?
No!
Well, I'd like to keep hold of this for a little while, if you don't mind.
Well, don't consider it a bribe, will you, Inspector?
Doesn't he say that he didn't coerce the students, though? Was it the doll burning or the hypnosis? Yeah! What the fuck is that?
Aha.
Aha!
So, students aren't coerced or bribed in any way, except Kate.
I'm not sure what you mean.
You said you were going to give Kate the £500 as an incentive. That's coercion, isn't it?
I really don't think you could call it coercion, Inspector. It was an incentive, that's all.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
So, how often do you use incentives?
Okay, incentive is probably the wrong word. The money was just to see how Kate would respond. It was part of her assessment.
Oh, God.
We have to assess students as they progress. We don't use conventional
It's a trap.
methods like sitting an exam or anything like that. People pay for this course per session. We have to know if they're committed or not.
So you're assessing their progress and testing their commitment?
Yes, we are. We have to. This is a business, not a charity.
So Ryan's claiming the money was part of Kate's assessment. And did this assessment
A
also
test for
involve
what?
threshold testing, I wonder? Or was the money for something else?
No ulterior motive. Oh, I guess let's ask about the poppy pods.
About poppy pods? Come across anyone selling them or anything?
Poppy pods? Well, don't tell anyone, Inspector, but I hear that you can make opium out of those.
Doesn't matter.
When is he gonna finish that drink? Yeah. What kind of business gives out money to their customers? Certainly not me. Atlas aptitude test. Incident prompted them to introduce an aptitude test. I need to look through everything. Probably not that. Picked randomly. Game seemed happy. Alvia. Gave Kate the money to test and assess her. I feel like there's something. I feel like there's something here. Oh, well, let me ask about this.
Tell me what a prime candidate is.
You're learning a lot, aren't you, Inspector? Prime candidates are simply the best students.
Again, Kate?
Potential.
And what benefits do they get from that?
Well, they get the top job.
Which is?
Well, We have a deal with various multinationals.
Multinationals?
Students to be exceptional, truly exceptional.
What?
And they get a wonderful top job. It's a very simple deal.
Is this actually the Illuminati?
Who the prime candidate is? Do you test students?
No.
Did you ever, say, ask Simon to test Kate, for instance?
Oh, you've actually been speaking to Simon, haven't you? I really wouldn't trust anything that Simon Thompson says. You know, he spent the best part of 2 months trying to undermine Kate. No.
Backroom drug trials.
Really
maybe.
Isn't my place to speculate, but if you're looking for motives, Inspector, he certainly had a few motives. More than I.
A motive to kill her?
Not our Simon.
That's very interesting, Inspector. Well, that's up to you to decide.
Students aren't tested. Well, you just said that she was tested.
Well, which one is it, Ryan? Do you test students or not?
Stop lying to me.
Including Kate?
Yes.
Oh my god. Jenks spit in that shot. Did y'all see that?
Because we wanted to see if she was good enough to become prime candidate, okay?
So Kate was in the running to be prime candidate.
Why?
And did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, I did. But I didn't ask him to do anything stupid. He knew it was against course rules.
How far did you ask him to push her?
I didn't ask him to push her. I asked him to test her. There's a huge difference.
Oh my god, go off.
If Simon decided to give her too much caffeine or morphine or whatever, that's his responsibility. So if he did anything wrong, it was his own responsibility. He did it with his own mind and his own hand.
Oh my god, they're blowing out their own microphone.
Nothing to do with it.
Midnight, and still no suspect, unless you count everyone I've interviewed.
Wow.
It's no surprise that Ryan wants to avoid any suggestion of being responsible for Kate's death, but I wonder if the man protests just a little too much.
The divas are angry now. Angry.
Ask about a few more things, please. Was Kate a prime candidate?
Well,
We have to be at the end now, right?
as Ryan has probably already told you, yes, she was.
Did you ask Simon to test?
This is turning into Untucked. It actually is.
See, leaders don't get involved.
And it covers your back, of course.
Well, nobody knows the students better than they do, Inspector. It's much better to let them just work it out among themselves.
It isn't very professional to force students to test each other to the point where one of them gets killed, Paul.
We don't force
Hey, Paul.
students to do anything that they don't want to do, Inspector.
So you don't force them into being tested?
No, we don't encourage anybody to hurt or offend anybody else here.
You don't use threshold testing, for instance?
No. If Simon Thompson went too far with Kate, that's his responsibility, not ours. He's the one you should be speaking to, if truth be told. I don't trust him myself.
Don't use threshold testing. But... isn't the mirror part of the test? That's not what I meant to click on. Isn't that part of the test?
Aha. You say you don't endorse threshold testing, that's the phrase, isn't it?
Yes.
Except you do, Paul.
And
Because
also
you
the app,
told me that the students
primary
used that
test.
CD in the mirror room. I've listened to that CD, and it very clearly mentions threshold testing. You keep batting this away, Paul. We don't really use hypnosis. The students aren't really...
Oh my god, we're dragging him.
This close to launching a full-scale investigation.
You wouldn't.
Back from these students, and they have to be exceptional. Of course we have to test them. That doesn't mean we do anything illegal. What do you think we do? Bump off the ones we don't like?
Well, that depends on how far you push them, doesn't it?
Well, we certainly don't kill them. Nobody here wanted Kate dead.
I'm sure they didn't. But what do you expect, Paul, when you put students under
Capitalism.
She was a very, very valuable student. She was worth a lot to the business.
Really? And how much would that be?
Well, if you really want to know, 50 grand.
She was worth 50 grand?
Yes.
What, you were selling her?
Of course we were selling her. You don't get this, do you? We make perfect perfect employees.
Slaves! Slaves!
All we do.
What do you mean, perfect employees?
No!
Business needs, Inspector, more than anything else, is none of this altruistic.
Oh my God.
What we look for is people with ambition, no ethics, push, greed is good.
Oh my God, like YouTubers.
Right. We don't deal with all this comfort stuff. The survival of the fittest. That's all there is. There's no higher purpose, no big plan. There's nothing at the end of the rainbow, except what you have and you can enjoy.
Also, only 50K for a slave?
And what do you enjoy now, Paul?
The drama.
Excuse me, Inspector, I'm a very busy man.
They're creating Tory MPs. Primed and ready.
I'll see myself out.
What a whimsical door. I just noticed that. Alright, bye. Good talk. Oh.
Lovely man, your father.
Shut the gate on your way out.
Oh my God, the girls are fighting.
He's doing his level best to shut this place down. Get rid of him.
He's a policeman. We can't just...
You sort this, Ryan. You man up and you sort.
I don't know how they don't notice us with our giant hat.
Kyle.
Not Kyle. Anyone but Kyle. It's an invisibility hat. Kyle was the guy who was yelling at the other guy to stick a
That doesn't sound good.
knife in his hand.
Morally bankrupt men are plotting to get rid of me. It's midnight. I don't have any backup and I don't even have a mobile phone. This is potentially quite bad. What's Kyle got?
Actually, this might be kind of bad.
Make my way over to Atlas while Ryan isn't there. Maybe lock myself
Not the
in.
big Zendaya hat. Yes, Kyle's the guy who carved this into a tree. I forgot about that part. Well, Rebecca, what do you think about all the slaves?
If that's okay.
Did you know Kate Vine was a prime candidate?
No.
Do you know what a prime candidate is?
At Atlas. It's the best student.
And what does that mean?
It means they get a guaranteed job with a very good salary. Well, that's the idea anyway.
But?
Mostly they aren't up to it.
I don't think James should know that he was right. I don't think James could handle the truth, quite frankly. Okay.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Okay, weird. What do you mean there's things we haven't asked Rebecca? Rebecca, get back here.
A few more questions, please.
Arthritis. Oh, this.
Have you seen this before?
No.
Alright, that was probably it.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Oh, I see. It's only 50K because they still have to pay the mind control people. And making slaves is not very cost effective, I guess. It's a lot of investment. Alright, y'all. What do y'all think about this?
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Do you know whether Kate was in the running to be prime candidate or not?
I don't, but I do think she would have been chosen just because she was, you know, Kate.
You didn't discuss it with Kate?
No. No, she never talked about Atlas.
See, this whole thing isn't really adding up to me, because, like, I thought that she was famously just kind of drunk and messy. I didn't think she was that invested in Atlas, even though she was in it.
Do you know what a prime candidate
Because she was, you know.
at Atlas?
Yes, it's what every student wants to be. It's the best student. Apparently you get a great high-paid job afterwards. I don't think that really happens, though.
Did you know anyone in the running to be prime candidate?
What, like Simon? I don't think they picked Simon, to be honest. Well, he's got too many morals, and you can't have both at Atlas.
Yeah, $50K at the end of the course for a successful student, but the student has to pay for the course throughout, regardless of whether they succeed. I mean, it's a pyramid scheme with a little slavery thrown in.
Later.
Truly.
How do you think you'd have reacted if you'd found out that Kate had been chosen to be prime candidate?
I don't think Simon did it.
Was she?
I think Simon is innocent.
You'd react.
I don't know.
I don't want Simon to be the bad guy.
React in any way, really. I'm not bothered.
Simon just has his homebrew.
What makes you think that?
Well, it's just an impression I got. You know, she's a bit flaky, to be honest. She's just not really prime candidate material.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's not adding up to me. But I guess if they're going to be slaves at the end, it doesn't really matter.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's why they wanted her, because she was kind of down to do anything. Yeah, they wanted the mess, I suppose. Time for a final trip to the woods. There are also 6 things you haven't asked Paul about yet. Well, I don't think Paul's going to talk to us. I don't think Paul's in the mood to talk. Yeah, I think Simon was testing her to be the prime candidate, but we don't know if she was selected or not, or he doesn't know that. Oh, I realized nothing happened. We had to go in a different spot in the woods. In this spot. If I see more knife hand stabbing, I'm gonna lose it. Oh, hello. Oh.
Prove to me that you're man enough to do this, Carl.
Oh, God.
Ridiculous police inspector.
Oh, God.
What is this? What the hell? Scotland Yard. Not hell. Hello, Ryan.
Hello, Inspector. What are you doing here?
Inspecting. So, come on.
You can do is turn around, go away, and leave us to it.
Yeah.
What? That knife gives me a perfect right to stick my nose in, investigate, and interfere.
Yeah.
This is all part of the Atlas course. It's a physical endurance exercise.
Drop the knife. The knife, Kyle.
Come on, Kyle.
Kyle.
Drop it!
Fucking Kyle, man.
Not looking 100% brilliant for you, Ryan.
Well, please, Inspector, you've poked your nose into Atlas's affairs enough times to know that imaginative...
Kyle is such a bossy bottom.
Success. Our lessons are reinforced by a unique emotional experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's an extremely evocative tool.
Well, it's a good job you're not in charge of the national curriculum.
Now look, Inspector, I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're thinking. But believe me, Atlas had nothing to do with the deaths of those...
You're not really convincing me.
Account of a satanic sacrifice in the woods. That's not what we call circumstantial evidence, Ryan.
Simon. Now, I saw Simon walking home...
No, it's not Simon. I refuse.
Simon had some strange idea that he was in the running to become prime candidate. Well, a knob of butter has more chance of becoming prime minister. Oh, wait.
What?
Are you telling me?
Simon.
I mean, drag Boris Johnson, sure.
Seems reasonable. It's likely, isn't it?
Well, Boris Johnson was a prime minister in 2015.
You, right?
David Cameron? I don't know.
Pig!
I mean, yeah. Woo!
I know. Police brutality.
That was a lot. That was a lot. Jenks? Yeah, that did not feel necessary.
You save someone from being sacrificed, and that's the thanks you get. If that wasn't an occult ceremony, I don't know what is.
He is a cop at the end of the day.
Lying all along. But what's Simon going to say about Ryan's accusation?
It's not Simon. Y'all, okay. Y'all who haven't played previously, no spoilers for anyone who does know. Who do y'all think is the bad guy? I don't think it's Simon. I know I originally said that I thought it might be Simon. Everyone is a good guess. I think it might be Rebecca, just because I can see Rebecca giving an evil monologue. Emma is just a mess. Emma, I think, was made way too suspicious at the beginning. I don't know why it would be Rebecca, but I think it might be Rebecca. They made Lisa do it. Oh, God. Lisa needs a rest. Yeah, or Kyle.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Did Simon mention walking home with
No, it's a mess.
last Friday?
It's a mess.
We just came home. Why?
He didn't mention walking home with Kate.
No, definitely not.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
All right, Simon, what do you think about being the murderer?
What would you say if I said it's been suggested that you were seen walking home with Kate after Atlas last Friday?
What? By who?
The same person who suggested that you wanted Kate out of the picture because you found out she was in the running to be prime candidate.
Who said that?
Just a question.
I didn't think I
Just asking questions?
It was Ryan, wasn't it?
I am in no position to say.
Oh my God, Jenks.
Simon,
Jenks, you diva.
Prove it. Kate's driving license, give it to me.
Why?
Kate's
Oh my God, it's finally coming back.
Please.
I feel like it's just too obvious for it to all be Paul or Ryan, right?
See that pattern on the tape there? Let me show you something.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Oh my God. Whose bullet journal is that from?
It's the same pattern. This has come from the same roll of tape as this.
What does that mean?
So there's only one person that's taped like that. Ryan.
Ryan?
He gave me this piece of tape when I was in his office once.
Ryan does not have that kind of tape.
Has Kate's driving license got a piece of Ryan's tape on it?
Does Ryan have a bullet journal? I don't think so.
Where did you find it?
Oh, by the lake.
Well, it's obvious, isn't it?
Ryan is married to Rebecca.
He was doing a boundary test to see how much she would do, how far she would go to be a prime candidate. But it all went wrong. Okay. It's one of the things we do at the course, right? You give something that's important to you to someone else, then they go and hide it somewhere.
Ooh, fun.
It's to teach you to not be bothered when you lose something that's important to you, all right? Kate gives her driving license to Ryan. Ryan goes and hides it somewhere down the lake. Kate finds out, she goes down looking for it, probably drunk, and she falls in.
I'm afraid I find that a bit far-fetched, Simon.
Really?
It makes perfect sense if you know anything at all about how Atlas works.
But Simon, if you got the tape from Ryan, Kate could have got it from him.
He told me he doesn't lend it out.
He lent it to you.
But I didn't kill her! Do a lab test on the card. His DNA will be all over it.
And
yeah, slavery has been established. Nothing's far-fetched at this point.
It won't be. I didn't kill her. I'm sorry. Just give me a minute. I need
He needs his homebrew. He needs that homebrew. Hmm? Yeah, also painkillers? I thought he couldn't take painkillers. I think it's Rebecca because British people saying that name always makes me think of Wagatha Christie. Oh God. Simon! Please! Matt Smith, come back! Uh-oh.
Where did he go in such a hurry? Is he trying to act as suspiciously as possible?
He's not there. He can take non-opiate painkillers. Alright, you got me there. Alright, that checks out. No, he's not there. Oh God, where's Matt Smith? Please. No? Oh, did he go to Atlas? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, the girls...
I suppose it was too much to hope that Ryan had left the place open.
Wait, where did Matt go? What? We're just gonna let him disappear? Oh my god. Well, that's not good. That can't be good. Okay, wow. We do have to talk to James and Emma. Okay. Did I miss something? It took me automatically out to the woods, so I thought we would find him out here, but... Oh god.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
More questions?
Have you seen this anywhere before?
I've seen it somewhere, but can't remember. Sorry, no.
Useless as ever.
Thank you.
I know. Why would you remember tape, to be fair? That feels more suspicious. Oh, no one's here. Rebecca? It's nice washi tape.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
Oh god.
Have you seen patterned tape like this anywhere before?
Oh, Ryan's got some. I know because I borrowed it.
That's not Ryan's.
A couple of months ago?
Have you still got
That's yours.
I don't think so. I haven't seen it since then.
Not to gender stereotype, but that's not Ryan's. Last saw the tape approximately 2 months ago.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Didn't she tape the window? Can I see the window back there? Oh, you can't really see it. Oh, dang it. Could just guess. Maybe that's still it. I'm going for it. She taped the window.
A few more questions, please.
So maybe that's something. What if the multinational company is a tape company and Ryan gets free samples? Big tape is behind it all. Where's the broken window stuff? Broken pub window. Heard about it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
You last saw that sticky tape 2 months ago. Is that
Oh my god, oh my god, big.
Yes.
So how come you used it last week to tape over the broken window outside?
Also, aren't there...
That's the same
Could be
tape.
different tape.
Well, I must have been mistaken.
You see, the reason I'm asking is that it's exactly the same tape that was found...
Rebecca, no!
...driving license found at the scene. The tape that only Ryan has. Ryan, and of course...
I can't believe that was it.
So what are you saying?
Who's got the tape now? Do you know where it is?
No. No, I don't know where it is. Why are you asking me about this tape?
You seem nervous, Rebecca. Is there a problem?
Well, you're practically accusing me of having something to do with that woman's murder, aren't you?
I wasn't accusing you of anything, Rebecca. Unless there's something you'd like to tell me.
No, I wouldn't like to tell you anything.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, that's fine. Obviously, we'll be swabbing everyone in the area for DNA, so if anything comes up on Kate's license, DNA traces.
What will come up? Nothing will come up. Right, I've had enough. I've got to get back.
Rebecca.
Rebecca, girl.
Would you like to explain to me?
Yeah, where does the homebrew come in?
Which bit? The fact that some leggy bitch was trying to steal my...
No, not this.
Better tell me what you know, Rebecca.
Not over Ryan, please. That's why?
Kate Vine seduced my husband and was going to blackmail him.
Girl,
Did
please.
she sleep with him? That whore did it just for his money, our money.
Not a girl's girl.
I heard her. I knew it was her arguing with Emma Bowman.
They were both sleeping with him?
And how did she come to be at the lake?
Or did she hear the wrong person?
Driving license thing. When she came in, she was drunk. She dropped her bag. I took it out to the woods and stuck it over the lake. Then I waited for her. When she came out, I told her where it was, that someone had just run off into the woods with it.
You led her to the lake.
She was reaching out over the lake to get it. I didn't do anything. She just fell in.
But you let her drown.
It was dark. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't help her.
Really? Did you try?
Really, Rebecca? Really?
Well, it was too late. She was just flapping about in the water. It was pathetic. She was making these gurgling sounds.
And what did you do?
I got a big stick. I just
the big
pushed
stick.
her down with it until she stopped.
Well,
she was dead anyway. What did it matter?
You killed her, Rebecca.
girl, please stop talking.
She didn't, Rebecca.
What do you mean?
She had them confused.
Wrong girl.
Emma.
Emma.
It was Emma.
Emma Nar.
Rebecca Rand, I am arresting you for the murder of Kate Vine.
That's some down bad behavior.
But anything you do say may be taken down and will be used in evidence against you. Do you understand?
God, we did it.
Yes.
I knew she would serve if she was the villain. Are you kidding me?
It appears that Kate Vine's death was a tragic case of mistake.
Yeah, the stick part was... I would keep that to my grave.
What was Ryan doing with Kyle and that girl in the woods? What if I hadn't interrupted? And what really happened?
So the motive wasn't slavery.
It seems I've only scratched the surface of Atlas.
It was just over him?
Trying to find out
Batman?
about Paul Rand's past is like peering into dense fog.
Yeah, the cult stuff doesn't matter?
And covers his tracks with military efficiency. However, what is known is that Paul Rand has a lot of connections in high places. Politicians, celebrities, business leaders. Perhaps James Wilson's ideas weren't too wide of the mark after all. I get the feeling there's still a lot more to learn about the Rand.
The slavery cult was just a red herring.
Excuse us. Atlas is closed for the moment, but we'll be open again very soon.
Oh my god, fourth wall break.
Thank you for your interest.
Oh, that's so good. What? That was so fun. Love. Love. Cave Teen, thank you for the suggestion. The drama. This was so good. Okay. Did this like team make other games? I want to know. I want to look it up. Chat, is it okay to kill someone if you think they slept with your ugly cult leader husband? The creator wanted to make a sequel, but it cost way too much to make. Oh, that's sad. I can imagine. There is so much effort put into this. Don't call him ugly. That's mean. Yeah, you're right, Madison. You're right. His soul was ugly. The character. Yeah, start a new Kickstarter. I would fund that Kickstarter. There's the shape-shifting detective and the infamous madness of Dr. Decker. All right, I'll write that down. In fact, I'll add that to the Discord so I remember to look at it. I'll put it in the Discord myself. Oh, did that stream suggestions thing? Whoops. I gotta make a whole new thread. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. What was it before? Shape-shifting detective and infectious madness of Dr. Decker. No, I think threads expire if they're not active for a certain amount of time. I think that may have happened. The chats are still there, but they're not like organized. But that's okay. I do recall the other suggestions we've gotten. I mean, yeah. Why would I be part of more servers? I like how you're only part of 2 servers and one. Yeah. The other one is Mary Love Mew. Mary Love Mew. No, we're at 96%, even though we solved it. I guess because maybe we didn't talk to James at the end. Journey in the Dark Nights with Joe and Monroe. I'll add that too. Journey in the Dark Nights with Joe and Monroe. That's fun. I still see the old one if you click the thread suggestion at the top. Oh, I didn't add that to the thread. Whoops. I'm bad at Discord, y'all. Save. I'm bad at Discord. I try my best. What else is going on here? Oh my gosh, yeah, not Lizzie's tote bag. It looks so cool. I love it. I'm honestly jealous. I would rock that. Oh, and Emma plays a tarot reader, very on brand for this. What's is that the name? Emma plays a tarot reader, or are we talking about Emma? A person named Emma? I'm lost. Emma from Contradiction. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I was like, Emma plays a tarot reader is kind of a weird name for a video game, but go off. I see. I got there eventually. Yes, Wednesday streams are returning. I don't have a solid plan for tomorrow. I might show y'all. I mean, I can just chat about things. Famously on Just Chatting days. Just catch up about stuff. And I can also show y'all my Stardew farm that I've been playing off stream. Show you the progress I've made on it. Hopefully, I want to film tomorrow. So hopefully I can get that all done before my stream tomorrow. Or I can just, you know, live stream me recording my video and just have y'all watch me in silence. Y'all would love that. I would not, but y'all would love that. All right, this was so fun. Oh, not live critique, my horror. Some people do that. Y'all don't need to see how much I stutter reading my scripts. Jarvis does that. Jarvis is braver than me. Also, look how cute Goose is in the background. Yeah, I'll be waiting with bated breath at 10 a.m. for that. Well, joke's on you. I don't normally record with OBS. I don't normally. It was just for that one time, which is why that happened. Oh, he's so cute. All right. Goose and I are going to spend some quality time together. Have a grand old time. I will see y'all at 2:30 tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time, for some fun Just Chatting vibes. And then Thursday, we're beating Shadow Ranch. And next week, we have a new Nancy game. So, exciting times. Exciting times for everyone. Thanks, y'all, for hanging out. Have a good rest of your night. I'll see y'all later. Bye.